No boy. Well, that's kind. All right. If the stream dies again, it's over with. We're going to sleep. And this is why I'm always afraid to shut down my computer. All right. No, I'm not. No, I'm not ending the segment. That segment is just going to be how I ended it. That's just how it's going to be. If the stream ends, we're gonna go spend time with Doc in her stream because today's her birthday. Today's her birthday. All right. Yeah, we got enough time to look at the code. Let's look at the code, shall we? Can y'all hear me? Is this working? I'm terribly sorry, but I don't know. I don't know what else to do. We definitely need to start thinking of some upgrades. Might need some upgrades. Might need some upgrades. Okay. Uh all right. Melky sent me a message. Friend of the show. I like bragging about knowing cool people. So that's why whenever I get a chance to talk about y'all, I don't shut the fuck up. Cool. All right, cool. What else do we miss? Isabel, what's up, Isabel? I see you on YouTube over there. Appreciate you. Shout out to YouTube. I think it's my Stream Deck. I have several critical things that need to be updated. So I think like my computer just needs a hard set. Oh wait, shit, I don't even have access to that. That's crazy. Shout out to YouTube. But yeah, sorry about all the crashing shit, but the battle goes on. What if I did decide to start daytime streaming just for my fuck? Oh, you know what we could do? We could try and push for partner in the month. We need a goal. We absolutely need a goal. Push for partner. But we're not even fucking close. Ugh. Like, I'm averaging like 20 on a good day. You need 75. Hmm. Any questions? Nice. All right, what we doing? Oh, Ryan raid. Raytheon. Raytheon dev. We for the Raytheon dev raid. We got a raid, everybody.
Get down.
If my stream crashes again, I want you to know I love you. Raytheon, thank you so much for the raid. Let me shout out. How was your stream? Oh wait, this is the first time we've ever crossed paths? No shot. It's like Python, but... Oh, Rython. Ah. You know, I think that's how they spell Raytheon, which is the defense contractor. That's why I called it that. It's good to see that you don't program for them, but if you did, and that's how you pay your bills, get your bag, my brother. Get your bag. But everyone should go follow Raython. It was a good stream. 10. Yeah, I'm seeing here that you've been following me since the beginning, but I didn't know you programmed. Okay. Oh, it's kind of interesting to practice my Go. It's kind of interesting because you're the second person to bring up the word Go, the programming language for Go. I have the. Am I wrong with the assumption that Go is a web dev language? It's a framework for web dev. My bad. For 2 years, you've been out here getting your hustle and your grind on, and I've just not been a part of it. I won't allow that to continue. I won't allow that to continue, sir. Okay, Go is not really a web dev language. It's not. Oh, it's a backend language. Okay. Well, that's even more exciting. That's a tad bit more exciting. It's like a better C++. plus plus. Would you recommend learning C++ plus plus first? Hmm. I am intrigued. Rust is difficult but fast. Python is easy but slow. Go is a great middle ground. Oh, okay. Hmm. I really enjoy Python. So Go is like the middle ground. Hmm. That's a good description. Validation. Interesting. I have to look into it. Friend of the stream just asked me if I was interested in learning Go. And I'm not holding my breath, but I feel like my stream's about to crash again. So, let me just show you guys where the product progress is. And then I'll stop torturing everyone, including myself. Including myself. Uh, Advent is AOC is an advent of code, right? I remember when we used to be cool like that and do all that code and stuff. I want to be cool again. All right, let's take as it stands now, this is working the way we want it. When we hit the new game button, it will reset the board for us. It's pretty cool doing projects, lures for fun, where you solve math questions using programming. Oh, that's similar to like that's like the FizzBuzz question. It's a similar algorithm to the FizzBuzz question. For every like prime number, you would put buzz instead of fizz. And for every even number, you put buzz. And then anytime a number equals fizz, if a prime number plus a even number equals the next number, you call it fizz buzz. Yeah. I was actually Robodom, I saw you in here and I know you weren't here earlier for the announcement, but the announcement was that I got the job. Robodom, are you in here? I waited as long as I could to tell because I knew you would like it. You would want to know the most. That's the good news. That's the good news. Good news is I got the job. Job secured starting January 6th. Bad news is when I put in my 3-week notice today, Monday, for my current job, they fired me immediately. They let me go immediately. So there's that. Yeah, it's been a up and down feeling type of shit. So yeah, but we can pick our ships now. You double click to pick all of them, and once you pick the assorted number of the correct ones, it'll move you into the next one. And then, like, what if you're like, I'm gonna cheat the system? I'm gonna cheat the system, and I'm gonna say this is 4, but they'll never get it right. Joke's on you, mother lover. They won't even let you do it. So obviously, single clicking this will let you then remove it, and then you can put it. Psych! I'm gonna do it one more time. Guess what? It won't even let you post. If the last if the last square you're picking is literally the wrong space, it won't even let you post it. So no cheating over here. Once you get 4, you'll be sent to 3. And then there's 2 ships. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll keep it in a straight line, but I won't make it next to it. It has to be consecutive. Chill the fuck out. We also made a plan for that as well. And then once all ships are placed, it'll call for the game start, which is cool. Once the game start has been initiated, a random assortment will be picked for. Oh, Robo, you're there. Thank goodness. I have some good news for you, Robo. Oh, did you already hear? No need to apologize. I mean, if you've already heard. I heard the good news and the other stuff. Okay. Good. I just wanted to make sure you knew because I know you've been on this journey with me the whole time. I just wanted to make sure you knew. Everyone's been on this journey with me, but you've been there with me. As a person who works in healthcare, you feel me. You feel me. So now we want to do something for the random. So we'll make a function that when that function is called, it'll randomly select spaces. For the that I'm so curious to see how they're going to access the program files and all that shit tomorrow. Like, just what are they going to do tomorrow? Should I live stream them when they call me and ask me to give them the access codes? And then I tell them I don't work. You don't give me instructions anymore. I don't work here. No, that's the weird part. I do have keys. I have a lot of keys. I'm the sole proprietor, like sole owner of like the GitHub repositories for the landing sites. Let the call go to voicemail. That's diabolical. There's definitely going to be leverage because I want my bonus, and if I can get my bonus without having to pay for lawyer fees, that'd be nice. I inspired you to build Skynet. Don't put that curse on me. Go build some shit I need. Christmas gifts. Christmas gifts. Yeah, make sure it targets the upcoming presidential administration first, then the rest. Facts. Uh, Look at me. No, that's good. You get an AI. It's definitely going to be all the rage. All the rage. Uh, Here's another question: do we want Christmas merch? Is that something I'm doing? Cause I got some ideas. A new data analyst job. There are. Well, you say you got 4 years of experience. What's your experience looking like? Cause I feel like you got four. You say you got 4 years, 4 years of experience, or you haven't had a role in 4 years. Yeah, and to be honest, is as I learn stuff. Oh shit! Sorry, I kicked my camera. As I learn stuff, I'll put it out there. But the thing that I'm really happy about is that it deals with healthcare, and it's a healthcare oriented position, but it deals with tech. So being able to like create data infrastructures and things like that, it's just so great. Um, yeah, I think the ballot of going to school for degrees where you don't need degrees, that's something that people are growing out of. But yeah, so we'll actually we can pull the code from let's actually find that right now. Let's use this time to find that on GitHub. GitHub. And let's find that code so we can do that. Stranger's Battleship. Black is the heart, and it wakes. My baby don't mess around because she knows the source. Yes, we know for sure. Last time the NPC board worked, better work later. Oh shit. Okay, let's see this one, and then we'll try the other one before that. I think it's just with people not searching around. They just see the computer science pays good, but don't do any research. Yeah. But that can be said for anything, right? Oh, I'm gonna go into healthcare, and then you get in there and you're like, okay, what am I doing again? It's an easy trap to fall into, so can't knock them too much for it, but um, you very much so are responsible for, if you're going to pay all this money for a degree, you better damn sure make sure that degree will pay you. And if you can, especially because, on YouTube, there's a bunch of people who say, oh, I didn't go to school for my degree. If there's anyone who's on YouTube talking about they didn't go to school for their degree, you better not be in school for your degree. Better go hit up your counselor and change that. Of course, you ain't never just seen somebody on YouTube saying, yeah, I do heart surgeries. I didn't go to school to do heart surgeries. But I don't know if that's a fair assessment. I know a bunch of doctors who hate their jobs, but they're damn good at it. And I think when you live in a world where if you had to do anything to get nothing, you better be doing something. So moreover, if you had to do anything to get something, you're going to do everything you can do to get something. Right? Yeah, you got that's a skill. That's a skill. That's a trait. That's an ability. We got to use that. And that's a great thing. I when I started programming, it was something I became. It became very relaxing to me. Like, not like I think the literally what someone was like, "Oh, you're a great artist. Have you ever tried drawing with numbers?" And I was like, "No. Why would I draw with numbers?" I don't know. Web developers do it. Front end web developers do it all the time. And that line just intrigued me. But it first started with me having an issue where I was wasting like 4 hours on the weekend to upload my podcast to all of the different podcast stations. And I was like, there's got to be an easier way of doing this. I think it's totally real. I can code for like hours on end. And just the thrill of looking up something, getting something to work, testing it out, like putting a pin in a test to test something else, to test a test to see if that test will work. Uh, Revisiting old GitHub repositories to understand what I did in the past and how I can do it better now. Oh, that shit's lit. All right. So it looks like we could just bring in this whole class. Let's see how much of this we can bring in. Um, but we made it a class. That's one thing we did, which might come and bite us in the ass. My baby don't mess around. Just because it's needed doesn't mean it's easy to get. It's just in higher demand, but they're still going to be looking for quality. And trust and believe, if you don't rise to the top, you'll fall to the wayside. Yeah, if because if a bunch of greedy people just want to apply there because they, oh, I can do it. You don't want that. You don't want that. 319, 310. Mm, okay, so maybe yeah, because we had a board built for this before. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Okay, so let's start from scratch. Radar board. Okay, so instead of a radar board, we could do this. Yeah. So we need this. All right. So then the new name of it would be what? Uh, NPC squares. Mm. Shit. We actually need it to be something like this. All right, we're gonna use ChatGPT for this. Part of the reason I decided Masters in Cyber, to be honest, is just to break through the HR gate a little more in saying that, again, it's a passion. I wouldn't have done this degree otherwise. Yeah, that's a big thing right there. Multi dimensional array. Wait, what are you talking about? We need to upgrade these this so that, but I'm gonna make them IDs. I don't know why for this one is I made this one a class, but we're gonna make this an ID. Um, we're gonna ask ChatGPT for some help. Remember, if my stream crashes, that's it. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. Get some rest. Since we'll be streaming tomorrow, you guys can catch me during the daytime. We'll be on some Pomodoro shit for the first two, and then some proactive stuff. Hey, I appreciate you. ChatGPT sometimes is so lazy. The Pomodoro technique is a wonderful tool. It absolutely is. I do play testing as a side gig, so I do it during 15, 20 minute short breaks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm literally just asking it to put the number here, the letter here, right? This letter here in front of it with the dash in front of here so that when I'm calling it on the specific square, I can do it. And it's like, yeah, all you would have to do is it gives me the first three and then says keep doing it in succession. I'm like, bitch, I want you to do this. This is what? And then it wrote me a JavaScript program for it. And it's not till I said, I want you to do this repetitive task for me, you dumbass, that it was like, oh, okay. Since we're name calling, I guess. Since we're name calling. Yeah, just complete stupidity. But after the third prompt, it finally gave it to me, so we'll take it. Why aren't I making a loop? Because I'm not making a DOM. This is strictly HTML. You can't use I mean, there's probably a way you can do it with the DOM, but the problem with the DOM is that it's just a visual. It's not a storable value. So when you need to make additional changes to the DOM, you can't store the DOM somewhere and then do work on the DOM. The DOM is strictly visual. I need to do work on the DOM. Uh, and then we'll give the class. Gangsta Grizzle. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be labeled my first day of oh shit, my bad. First day of stream is gonna be labeled my first day of unemployment. What should I do? All right, cool. It finally finished. So you can see how that MPC board just went 0 dark 30. So we'll fix that with this. Yay. All right. So now we need to find MPC Control F, MPC board. Only 4 of them. And change this from a hashtag to a period. Whoops. Squares. Oi, oi. Oh, here we go. Harold, when your new job starts, do you the new job asks you about your education background? What did you tell them? I put my educational background on my resume, so they didn't ask me. I had a whiteboard session with them. We did a whiteboard coding session and a whiteboard logistic data visualization. Um, where I had to show like a mechanism. To this day, even the only time I've ever had to show medical like educational credentials is test results from like the MCAT and like step 1. My son, how are you? Oh wait, MPC board needs to stay the same though. Oh yeah, wrong one. The board is still. There we go. Now we got our color back. Now we just need to get it. Got our color back. I've been better, bro, trying to find a therapist. with Kaiser has been impossible, so confusing. Hmm. Mm. Okay. You shouldn't be looking for a therapist though. You should go to your primary care physician, so they can find you a therapist. Right? Um, because that's what your primary care is supposed to do. Your primary care physician is supposed to find you specialists so that you don't pick the wrong specialist. The primary care physician will have a person within your within your network. They'll have a direct connection to them. Yeah, like why are you doing all this heavy lifting? You pay insurance because why? The question answer is simple because you pay insurance. Let them do their job. Did you know that if you press Alt 4, it helps decrease the number of drops frames in OBS? Yeah, I mean, I think that joke would probably, like, that trick would probably work on someone who doesn't code or program, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're expecting. I'm here for the bait. uh, I guess that's fair. If you made the joke for the title, then it's totally appropriate. The whiteboarding wasn't. I guess like whiteboarding and talking about my code isn't as difficult for me because that's what I do on stream. Like when you guys are peppering me and you guys are far more intimidating to code in front of than any interview I've ever been in, hands down. No one has even seemed even remotely um, combative. Yeah, Matt, everything went well today. Today I was fired effective immediately from my old job because I gave them a 3 week notice. Yeah, you guys are so mean to me. Like you guys are unnecessarily mean to me. 60/40 flex, center, capitalize, border, large, extra large. Okay, so what's the reason why it's not? We got to look at the HTML at this point. The main board, it has a border wrapper. What does it do differently? Yeah, but it was brutal. I mean I put in a 3 week notice, to let them know after I secured my other job, and they fired me effectively immediately. So it was, so the first part was like, um we want to start a new project. And we have a data lake. We have a data lake where we want the information to go. We then we have a place where we want the information to go. We then want to run it through several algorithms and then distribute it to two different places, but each place can only receive and it cannot see what is the other person is seeing, but they can request. If they make the same request, they can see then what the other person is seeing, with their same part being removed. So immediately I said, okay, we have a data lake, so we need to create a landing site, and then that landing site needs to have a place where automation or something happens, so we can make sure it's tabulated in the correct format, the correct stance. Probably be like an Excel file or some PDF document. We got to make sure like all the documents accounted for, and they were like, it was sort of a riddle, but like it's the basic architecture of design, and it helps when you have a board, so you can just write this shit down. Crude, yeah, that's something we use a lot. And then the second one was talking about like something more so like pseudo conversation, like what would be your authorization process for like access to data, and how would we secure that data, assuming we had whatever technology we wanted to do it with. And that was more of like a moral conundrum. Like if the VP called you at 2 a.m. in the morning asking, if the VP called you at like 2 a.m. in the morning talking about he wants this information, do you give it to him type shit? Yeah, I'm talking about a problem I need to solve. This was during the interview. Actually, it's the rapper. Okay, so then what's the rapper not doing? Oh wait, do I not have a rapper? Hold on. Can we format this, please? Oh yeah, something is broken. Something is broken. Oh shit. Hey, look, it worked. Why did that just work just now? What did I do? Oh. Hey, clap it. We got it to work. I don't know how. Witness me. I am greatness. All right, now we can start coding for the MPC board. Uh, so it's kind of crazy how they found me. So basically, they got word. This was a position that wasn't posted. The position I got was not posted, and it was through word of mouth. that they found me. Um, somebody was snooping on my somebody was snooping on my LinkedIn. They were like, "Wow, this person has a great skill set," um, and they saw that, oh, he's done work in this hospital, so they just went to the hospital because they knew people in that IT department, and they were just like, "Oh, hey, do you guys know this person?" And they only used my last name, and they were like, "No, we've never heard it. No one by that name has worked here." And then the dude one dude was like, "What's his first name?" And they're like, "Hero." And I was like, "Oh yeah, he comes down here all the time. He used to do upload downloads, which is the equivalent of git pulls and git push, but in the real world, I guess." Uh, and like, "Oh really? Yeah, we showed him how to do it one time, and he comes and do it in person." And it's just because, and last time I said this, the stream crashed, so knock on wood. But basically, whenever I used to do upload downloads, these files were so big and the Wi-Fi in the hospital was so shit. So I always came down there and did it in person. And he was like, "Yeah, he's always so interested in stuff like that." Um, he comes down there and he helps out and he does all these things and so on and so forth. And they're like, "All right, cool." And from there, they then said they were gonna further pursue me. So, as much as I hate LinkedIn, God, like as much shit as I talk about them, I'm literally 4-0 for finding a job. 4-0. Can't even talk. It's hard to talk shit. I don't post at all on LinkedIn. I have never. In fact, I've never made an individual post on LinkedIn. I should start streaming on that hoe. Even when I post about this job, I'm not even gonna publicize it. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't subscribe to LinkedIn social media aspect. I'm there for business. Hey, what up, caveman? I got fired today. How's your life going? I guess I buried the lead there. I do have another job. I'm planning on building a PC over time, but right now gotta work with what I have. Oh, you asked me a question, family, about Hero. What do you think is a good system crucial for programming? I mean, you can program on. It depends on what you want to code. If you want to code AI, then yes. If you want to make shit like this, you just need Notepad and a lot of dedication. But it just depends on what you want to code, family. I was told by my boss that he is retiring soon. He bought an RV and has a plan. I need a new job. Mad. If that's not a red flag, your boss is nice for your boss is super nice for even dropping that hand. Because if I when that happened to me in my first job, my manager came to me. He's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this department." And then like next week, everyone was finding new jobs. I was like, "Why does everybody keep finding new jobs, man?" Usually when the leader leaves, whoever's coming in has their own people they want to bring. You using a computer that's older than my car. Your computer can drink. Your computer can vote. No, nothing's wrong with it unless you want to use that 2009 PC to program AI, then yeah, not only is that computer a problem, you should bury that hoe. That computer is cooked. Absolutely could build an enterprise website. Wix Studio exists. I'm building a new PC. So if you guys want to donate to that PC fund while I'm jobless, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, everyone just uses their tokens. It doesn't matter anymore. Could you imagine Core 2 Core? I also put a GT 730 in that bitch. Now that I've started looking at computer parts, shit, you can have my streaming set up. It only crashes whenever you talk about your old employers. The amount of GitHub repositories that just have open-ended like AI starter kits is so crazy. Everybody thought for sure. All right, so now that we have this, so we need a constant. All right. Actually, I'm not gonna jinx it since this is the longest the stream has been live. Let's end on our own terms. Let's end on our own terms. We'll come to. Let's go see what the birthday girl's doing. Oh, she's building a puzzle with everybody. I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go sit and talk. So if you want to keep with me, I'm gonna be in Natasha's stream. I'm gonna go join her Discord so I can talk, say happy birthday and shit. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning, probably around 11. It feels kind of weird not having an alarm, so we'll see what comes up of that. Yeah, you can post it in the Discord. There's a place called Please Put It Here section. And there's also like a self-promotion section if you want to like talk about a product. No, for sure, hit me up. Like, just because, like I said, I made it, I want you guys to make it too. So I'm definitely down. I'm definitely down to help and support however I can. All right, we made it, y'all. Make no qualms about it. Today's been a super emotional day. Just, getting fired and getting a job simultaneously. But or having a job already and then getting fired. I had a chance to get 2 paychecks at the same time. I would have been a big baller. Check out our sponsor, Zest. Don't let a black man fail. Go buy some merch. Should we make a Christmas merch? I'm only gonna make it if you guys do it. I was hoping to. Maybe I can run one when I'm streaming. You feel me? These are the winners and losers. These are like the pseudo winner losers because technically we restarted stream 3 times. So we'll revisit that. Thank you guys so much for kicking in with me. Tell Natasha I said what's up. I'm gonna take the dancing one. The dancing queen, youngest queen, only 17. And then we'll be streaming tomorrow during the daytime. We'll figure it out. We have 1 month to become profitable. The goal is to become profitable on Twitch. So we'll see what we can do.